Alright, next up is the Confederate Armed Forces. They have massive retaliation. Each turn, if at least one player played a card that costs 9 or more resources, and that's combined minerals and gas, the Confederate do one of the following: launch a nuke, send a battle cruiser, or perform a drop pod blitz, which drops down a bunch of Marines. They also have military logistics. Cargo trucks periodically spawn on the cliff, or at the start of each battle phase. They have a chance to spawn on the cliff, and they'll try and leave through the back of the Nemesis's base. And each truck that leaves will draw the Confederate Armed Forces 1 card and reduce the cost of the structures they're holding by 1 mineral or 1 gas. On top of that, they have escalating tensions. On any turn where the Confederate loses a structure, decrease the limit of massive retaliation by 1. So it starts out at 9. If we destroy a building, it'll turn to 8, and so on. For the Confederate Armed Forces, we are running a rush deck that's very heavy on discard and waste mechanics. For example, we have cards like the fission suits that can be transformed to send out overclocked suits, which gives the card rush. Quite important in a rush deck, obviously, but also gives us 2 waste to our hand, which is just a 1 mineral card that does nothing. It just plunks up your hand. However, we run cards that can discard cards in our hand, Scrap Copters being a big one, Scrap Bandits also kind of nice, a few others as well. So they can get those waste cards out of our hand and get us a lot of early value. We also have a couple of cards such as the Siege Tanks and Perched Artillery that can be used to really entrench our position in the middle of the map, which is a very important part of the map to control versus the CAF, because they will be sending trucks from that middle area to get a lot of value out of it. And because we are running a rush deck, getting through a lot of our cards in our hand, often we can run out of pretty much all steam. But with Emperor Minx being able to discard those waste cards and give us extra value, extra steam, it means we can keep fighting and keep pushing through the defenses.
As of right now, you're all under arrest. I suggest you throw down your weapons and come peaceably.
Alright, there are a lot of options we could look for in our starting hand. I like IS Survivors, not so much Scrap Bandits in this hand. If I had something that could generate something cheap, or particularly waste, then I would go for it, but since that's not the case, I'm just going to hold IS Survivors. We may not be able to combat the cliff at the start. Actually, Tarsonis Commander, no, he won't be able to do it, unfortunately. He doesn't have rush himself, he just makes other cards have rush. Okay, we're going to go for Mineral IS Survivors. Unfortunately, Bunker did spawn on the top side, so they could easily defend this area, or somewhat easily. I'm just going to play IS Survivor. Hopefully no truck turn 1. They do get a truck turn 1, so be it. What else is he doing? Just a supply depot. Oh, IS, you know what? Double IS Survivors with Tarsonis Commander. Not only will I be able to combat this truck, I won't be able to catch this one in time, but I will also be able to take Bunker unless he plays SCVs, in which case maybe not. We'll see what he plays. Okay, not SCVs. No second truck. I mean, I'm just going to take down this Bunker at the start. That works pretty well. Missile turrets will not do much versus me. Armory, that's not a very good... Takes him a while before he can play mech, so that's not a very good one for him, which is nice. I mean, it does buff this guy, which is a bit of a problem, but not much though. It's I mean, he has enough damage already. Stockpile could be nice. We don't have any riot cards in our deck. I mean, I just want to play Recon Squad here. We'll see what Xenomorph card we get. Okay. Well, that'd be good.
Confederate installation. You and your men have violated standing colonial law.
Okay, we're going to take out the truck as well. We're going to take out more structures. We destroyed 1, so it's now down to 8. Oh, nice. I might be able to get this off in time. If I play this now, it will target Duke. It's going to be the strongest card he's going to have for a while. I reckon I just go Mineral. Because I'm going to get a gas from this. I have a few cards that cost like 2 gas. But since I'm getting a gas pellet from this, I'm just going to go for the Mineral.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
I'm an idiot. I should have gone Combat Drugs this turn, actually. How much health do these guys have? Okay, well, it wouldn't save them from a shot. Oh, no. Would it? It would. Okay, yeah, I'm an idiot. Do I just go Combat Drugs? I really want to put on pressure here. I don't think I need to is a thing. I'm not sure if this guy's going to get a shot off before this goes off or before it reaches him. Unfortunately, he does. Oh, it goes for the Wraith anyway. I guess because this guy's now low life. That's kind of unfortunate. They're going to trigger Cloak on these guys, so we'll get the truck at least. Unfortunately, I don't have any scans on my hand. Tags the colonies, kind of nice when we are getting behind on cards in our hand. If I play this both on the same turn, we will be able to remove those cards from our deck, and we won't overdraw. So this is going to be a lot of Marines coming out as well. Hopefully we get some more damage. I mean, we're not really, are we? He's just pulling like one unit over at a time, sadly. He is playing one Goliath as well. I mean, he doesn't have too many, he's got no production structures. He doesn't have like an Engie Bear or anything. He does have armory. So if he starts getting like vultures and Goliaths out, that is a bit of a problem. Scrap Copters could be nice. They will be targeted by the Wraiths, but only if there are no Marines around. So Scrap Copters could be really good here. Put on pressure. If I go Combat Drugs, we discard Arclight Support and Vespene Barrel. I mean, I'm pretty okay with that. Alternatively, maybe I want to play 2 cards. I kind of do want to put on pressure, right? Yeah, you know what? We want to put on pressure. I'm going to go Mineral instead. Conscripted Marines, Scrap Copters, Vespene Barrel, Combat Drugs. Arclight Support will go, and then either our tank or our Aegis Guard, but that's okay. Alright, Aegis Guard was probably the weaker one. This healing is actually going to be massive. Yeah, I think we might actually be able to overwhelm him here. We're going to take out a lot of his structures. He's going to be discarding a lot. Once the supply depots die, and they discard a card. Tax Colony is a great draw, and I'm going to be able to play both of these cards. Maybe... Do I just want to play them in non-siege mode? No, I'm not going to get too cocky. Siege mode is nice on these tanks because it can help us hold this mid area versus trucks. It can help once he starts playing tons of Goliaths and stuff. So we'll just put them in siege mode. We've got enough pressure on anyway. I actually think we might have it here. I mean, like, the Wraiths are annoying, of course, and we do run a couple of scans in this deck. Okay, siege. No, they haven't come out, right. Oh, he's just over here, like, tanking this one Wraith. I didn't even realize. But yeah, they don't do much damage. So, and I think their energy's going to run out soon as well. Resocialization is good here. Perched Artillery just ensures I'm safe. I might go for Resocialization, though, just to make sure I'm putting on pressure. Emperor Minx will be nice if things somehow do go on past this point, to help me with that production of resources. I'll be able to discard the waste that I'm about to put in my hand. But we just, yeah, okay, here's a lot of Goliaths, but they're going to come out too late. We just want to make sure this pressure's on. Okay, yeah, nah, he didn't rush anything out there big.